Hey kids, welcome on back. Here we go. We are working through Dark Souls 3. 100% walkthrough of all the items, all the strats, everything you need to beat this game. So, let's keep it going. So we rested at the bonfire at the end of our last episode after clearing a lot of the enemies here in the High Wall of Lothric. So you're going to come down, and we're going to head this way. I don't know where... oh, there he is. Just go ahead and jump down. Oh, we forgot to pick those up. Axeman might be following us in here. He did follow us in here. Get your shield up because he will jump down onto you. There's an example of... Oh, there he goes. He will jump down again, most likely. I guess he didn't. Okay, come out here. When you kill this guy, there will be 4 guys who ambush you. They only take... Ow! Oh, the coordinated guys. They only take 1 hit. Being a bit profligate in my Estus Flask use here, which always gets you into trouble. If you're just guzzling Estus, it's gonna hurt. You're gonna run out. Usually at the worst possible time. Alright. So we're gonna hit up these steps. Up the steps. Grab this. That's a ring of sacrifice up there. We want that because it is... Did I get... I forgot to go around and get those black fire bombs. Alright. We will go back and get those. But first, we're going to kill this dude here. It's going to be a long process to go back up there. It's going to be a drag. I will do that off camera. I will point to where they are. They're basically on this ledge right here. So that roof is where we fought. That's where that abyss beast opened up, and we came down that ladder right where the crest of my helmet is pointing. And we went around, killed the crossbow guy. On this little roof ledge right here is right there through the trees is black fire bombs. Okay, so you want to make this jump. So head on over. Grab the Ring of Sacrifice. Ring of Sacrifice, you put it on, and if you die, you do not lose. You don't lose your souls if you die. So if you've got a whole bunch of souls sitting out there that you don't want to lose, plunge this guy if you can, and then get around him. Uh-oh, put myself in a corner, and this is going to be a bad time for Spin to win. Fortunately, I got enough damage on him. So you couldn't really see him fight too much. He has a huge Spin to win with that halberd. That does pretty good damage. So get your ember. Come down here. This is where we had jumped down. You'll let dude pick up the rapier. If you want to do a pokey poke, it's a thrust weapon where you will poke your enemies to death. It doesn't hit very hard, but it's pretty fast. So in that sense, it's good. Alright, I've only got 2 flasks, so I don't really like proceeding with only 2 flasks. I really, really don't. So we're going to go back to the bonfire, and we're going to head back down here again and try to do a little bit better. You got to remember where the elevator is. I believe the lever will point. So when you run in, if you're panicking, the lever will it will not point. So you just got to eyeball it. Because if the elevator's up and you run in the hole, you will die. Fall to your death. So we're going to see our buddy again with the axe up here. But we're not going to worry about him. Woo! We're going to run. I hear the bow wow following me. I think I might have gotten around him, though. Nope. Bad puppy. Bad puppy. Alright. It probably makes sense to go back and turn in the Estus Flask shard that we have to get 6 instead of 5. But here he comes. He's going to run up the stairs. Let him get all the way to the top, then you can roll down. And scoot past him with no ado. And then we're going to send the elevator back up because we're not going to come back this way again. One more. Alright, that's what you're supposed to do. Actually, if you time it perfectly after killing that guy, if you stand right here and do one big sweep, it'll kill all 4 of them at once. But pretty delicate positioning. So of course this guy's back with his crossbow. Alright, now we're ready to proceed. So, halberd guy is going to respawn there because we rested. This, because we are embered, this is a person we can bring with us if we wanted to have some help killing these guys. When you pull in an NPC, and there's also going to be an NPC down there, that's going to be where we're going to go for our first boss fight. There's going to be an NPC down there as well. It makes the enemies stronger, gives them more health, and it also makes them hit harder. So, I'm going to let that guy go, because we want to just scooch right around the corner. And we want to come into this area. That guy will wake up and shoot crossbows at you while you try to kill these guys. And you do want to kill these guys. I'm trying to kick him open. We do want to kill these guys. I could have sworn I shielded in time. Getting in that same problem, wasting our Estus, aren't we? You want to kill these guys because we're going to try to pull these Lothric Knights down to the stairs here. So I guess we'll do Spear Guy first, since he's pathing. He saw us, so let him come. He will chase us. So you can get 2 or 3 or 4 hits in on him after he attacks. You can also backstab him. I was fighting him on the stairs here, so elevations are weird in Dark Souls in terms of... We're getting a whole set of Lothric Knight gear. With elevations and backstabs, it's a little bit hinky of when it's going to give you the backstab. Alright, so now we're going to take care of Mr. Sword. The key to sword guys is if you can hit them when they're attacking with their shield down, that's when you get them. So there is his own weapon art. Take another one of these out. Oh. And when you're rolling, you do have some iframes, but you're not impervious all the time. Oh, give us a flashback. How about that? So you want to be a little bit cautious there. There's going to be another sword dude up here. So if you can get the block, that first initial block in, the biggest problem with these guys is when they hit you, all of your stamina is gone. So getting a swing off, you'll have an opening for a swing, and it won't work because you have no stamina left. Okay, the Lucerne is a quality weapon that you might want to take a little gander at. We don't have the strength to use it just yet, but the R1 is a slam and then a swing, which is nice. The R2 is a big old sweep, which is nice, and you're hitting them with the hammer and the blade, or the spike. The R2 is an overhead slam with the swing, so it's very similar to the first set. And then the R2 is a spin to win. And then the weapon art, when you hold the R2, you hold the L2, it will do a big old sweep like that, and you can chain it into that and then that when you hit another R2. So, fun weapon for sure. We're not going to use it. We're going to stick with our longsword of fun. Alright, now, there is an enemy here, up there. We are going to be coming back to kill him. He is much harder than the Lothric Knights we faced out here in this terrain. He will most likely ruin you at our health level and our stamina level. And like I say, I am not a great player. I am a competent player. So if you're a great player, knock yourself out. Now we're coming into a boss fight. So the rule of thumb is when you're coming into a boss fight, you go back and you spend your souls before you do the boss fight, because if you die, you don't want to be running around in a boss fight looking for your souls. Plus, there's a guy we've got to free, and we got to go get those firebombs. So we're going to do all that here, and we'll see what our time situation is. Where's Mr. Axe? There he is. Come around the corner, just like we did before. Uh-oh, we hit the dog. Uh-oh, we hit the dog. Come back around. Bonfire. Teleporting puppies. And again, we don't really want to die because we are embered. So, if we were to die, it wouldn't be terrible because we are in fact, having 20% more health, which is nice. So, I think we'll be able to get this guy. I went to the wrong one. Derp 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 derp. Derpy 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 derp derp. Derp. I want to go to the tower. So yeah, we're going to go pick up Grey Rat. Grey Rat is going to be a merchant who's going to do great work for us and eventually get us the Lothric Knight longsword, which we're going to shift to once we have that available to us. It's the same moveset as the longsword, but it hits much wider. Well, not much wider. Oops, just ran in there like a noob. Let that guy go. It does hit, have a little bit wider swing, a little bit longer reach. Head on down here. Kill these dudes again. So that key that we got down there, way down in that little slot where the dog was, that key is what you need to open the cell where we're going to find Grey Rat. Circle around, get your backstab, give him a second to wake up, and then finish him off. Okay, run past the barrels. Because if you don't, this guy's going to throw a firebomb, and if it hits those barrels, they explode in a fiery wall of death. So, don't get killed. You've been warned. Grab the Mailbreaker. Mailbreaker pokes through armor. Doesn't give you really big hits, but it does give you some hits. So sell key. Grab this dude. You're no jailer, are you? Go through his dialogue.
Very well.
Grant his request. He will give you the blue tearstone ring. We will not be able to wear that right now because we're at 70.0% and rings have a weight. So apparently this ring weighs 1.1 pounds, so that puts us at 72, which will be fat rolls, which we do not want. So we're not going to be using that ring just yet. We will homework. Well, do we want to home? No, let's go back and get those black fire bombs. 100% walkthrough. We got to get 100% of the stuff. So let's go do it. It'll only take a second. We'll be getting a key eventually here. That's really PvP access area to get a red eye, which will let you invade unlimited times. The cracked red eye orbs get you, where am I going? The cracked red eye orbs get you, I went up one flight of stairs too many, will get you one invasion. When you use, when you get the regular, just the red eye orb, it will allow you to invade to your heart's content. So we're going to run past the guy who's going to transform. He's going to have a spaz. He's going to transform. Let him do his transforming business. There you go. You can start to transform and grab the black fire bombs. So Tiny is down here. As you recall, I've never really come over here, but I can show you the other shortcut through that area. This crossbow. Swing here. Get that guy out of the equation. Get crossbow out of the equation. Stab this guy in the back. And we're doing great. So now we can come through just to show you where this path leads. Oops. This guy wanted to climb up and have his life ended as well. So we will accommodate his death wish. Alright, was it worth it? It wasn't worth it, was it? So this is one path to come down. I never come down this path, so I forgot because all these damage guys are down here. And this is basically the area where we fought the spin to win dude. So we'll just book it through here. And here we are back at this spot. So now we've got quite a few souls. How dare that guy. We've got quite a few souls, so we're going to go ahead and... Is this down? No. So you have iframes on lever pulls. Nice. I just hope his his buddies did come, so they don't know we're here. So we'll head up here. We are going to get that boss fight in this episode. Hooray! Hooray, hooray. Oh, there's Mr. Axeman. There is a dynamic that happens to me a lot in the game. See, there was the iframes for that guy. Where I will take the split second to target the enemy, and what will happen is... Oh, 3 firebombs, that's nice. I will, in that split second, instead of swinging my weapon, I end up getting nailed by the enemy. Instead of swinging my weapon and getting a stagger going. Let's see if this worked. Nope. Doggos. Teleporting doggos. Alright, now we're going to head back to the shrine, spend our souls, turn in that shard, and then we're going to beat the boss. I'm trying to think what I'm going to want to put these points into. we don't have 4. And we only have 2. So I am going to turn in my shard first, because if I don't, I will forget. And I'm always so upset when I'm carrying around shards. Rather than giving them to this dude.
Okay. Be careful.
Now, Grey Rat will be here.
Oh, hello, you're back.
I am back.
And in one piece.
So now you can purchase items from him. He will have standard arrows here. After we beat, I believe it's after we beat Vordt, he's going to have large arrows. So that's what we're going to want to be getting. We don't really have a need for arrows just yet. But soon, my friends, we will be arrowing things all over the place.
Welcome, host.
Alright, let's go ahead and level. We get 2 levels, which will be nice. Put one there, put another one in endurance. Confirm that. We'll try to get, I'm thinking we're going to get 5 free levels here pretty soon. We're going to put those in Vitality. Vitality we're going to eventually want at 22. So we'll get those there, and then we'll probably be, I'm going to try to get Vigor and Endurance up to 20, and then we're going to start dumping into our main stats here.
Farewell, Ashen.
Okay. So now we are ready to go spank a boss. The boss we are going to face here is Vordt of the Boreal Valley. And he's kind of a pushover. It might take you a few times, though. Just you got to have your roll down. He hits with physical damage, so our shield is going to do great work for us. Head back down our little path here. Where is Mr. Axe? I'd like to be able. Oh, he's down there. Oh, the timing was absolutely terrible for Mr. Axe. You'll notice those points of endurance. Oh, gosh. Not as worried about SS Flasks here. I say that now. I hope I don't jinx myself. The points we put in endurance allowed us to just stun lock that guy and just absolutely wreck him. So with Vordt, it's all physical damage, so our shield's going to do great. He does frost damage, and you can get frost bitten. Just run past these roots. Which will make your stamina regen more slowly. It makes you also move more slowly. So that is a debuff that will be applied, most likely. Come on down. You can bring this guy if you want. We're going to hesitate a bit. Let that guy get up the stairs. We do not want to bring any of these guys down. So that's just tempting fate. We are going to want to come in here, kill this guy. Normally you could just run past these guys, but I want to show you where the other... the other summons is. So down here, you can get Uchi Katana guy that we killed. He comes in with his Uchi Katana and can help you out if you're having a lot of trouble with this guy. Basically, you got your shield on. We're going to try to stay under his legs. He has 2 phases. The first phase, he's going to be hitting us with his mace and such and trying to frost damage us. Second phase, he has a couple charges that he will do at you. You can use the shield. It will take a lot of your stamina when he hits you, but you won't take any damage unless all your stamina is gone. So we'll probably try to roll out of the way of those. But basically you want to stay right under his legs, and he'll not be able to hit you. So I think I have my volume settings right, but the boss fights are incredibly loud in this game. I don't know what it is with Souls games, but the volumes are loud. So here's Vordt. We're going to rearrange his face. So come on out. He's going to do a big old thrust. Just go ahead and dodge it. Usually it's bad if you can't see yourself. That is easily dodged. He telegraphs the heck out of that one. This fight is all stamina management and position. So you just want to use that shield to the best of your ability. And there are times when I'm not hitting him, and when I'm not hitting him, it's because I'm wanting my stamina to regen. So get your dodge on. Just spanked him in the bottom. I don't like being up against this wall, I'll tell you that. I cannot see anything. So I'm going to try to move him. Try to stay close to him as best I can, because if you don't, then he gets you with all the sweeping. So now he's going to transform to a second phase so you can get some hits in. If you can get him up against the wall, it helps with his charges. So you see there I was out of stamina. And when he does his ice breath, just circle around. Get your hits in. Take a health. Again, we're up against the wall, which is not ideal. Get around him again. And he is dead. So yeah, if you stay right under him the whole time, he will be a pushover. I did get him up against the wall a couple times and I couldn't really see. At that point you just want to get that shield up and do your rolls to the best of your ability. We did forget, gosh darn it, up here to pick up an item that we need. So we're going to try to run past the two Lothric Knights here. So they are incredibly fast and very aggressive, but they won't come in this room. So you need to come in this room and talk to the grandma over here. Yep, the doggos are here. So she'll tell you a little bit of the story. If you're interested in that, she will give you a covenant item. The Way of Blue. It's a helper covenant. As you are working through the early parts of the game, if you join this covenant, you'll have people who will just teleport in to help you. But we needed the banner. So we got the banner. Now we're going to run back through the Lothric Knights. Oh my god. And they will not come in here either. So if you can just get to here, they will not follow you. We lit this bonfire that we did not in fact use. So we're going to come over to here. It's going to take us to the next bonfire. So you just come to the edge here, you raise the banner. Now, you might have noticed that we picked up the soul of Vordt. That will convert, pretty soon here we're going to be getting a transposing kiln, which will allow us to convert those souls into weapons. So for Vordt, I think it's the, you can get his mace, or I think it's a ring. I can't remember what the other thing is. I never use it for that, so we're going to be chomping his soul for the souls, because each of the boss souls have a certain number of souls that you can eat, or you can use them to convert to a weapon or an item. Okay, so here we are at the Undead Settlement, our next region of the game. So, light the bonfire. You might as well ran. Oh, I was ran off the edge there. That would have been dumb. I don't think I would have died though. Get our flasks back. Not like we're going to need them before the next bonfire, but we're almost to the next bonfire. Head over here. Grab the large soul. Oh my gosh. Of the deserted corpse. And down. Down, down, down. We're going to jump off the edge here for a little bit of damage, but that's okay. Kill these two doggos. And grab these alluring skulls. Those are going to be very important for us later in our playthrough. For a particular situation. Run over, grab these homeward bones. Then we're going to come and talk to Yoel. So, Yoel will give you spells, or sell you spells. Accept his service, he'll be back at Firelink Shrine. We'll take a little tour there in our next episode of where he is. And I don't know why the dogs didn't come out. Usually there's a bunch of dogs that will come out and kill all of these enemies. There they are. And they will try to kill you as well. Bad dogs. Bad dogs. Bad dogs. Open the lever. Kill this dude. And here we are at the bonfire. So we are going to go ahead and rest and head back to Firelink Shrine. And that is where we will begin our next episode. So congratulations on killing your first major boss of the game, Vordt of the Boreal Valley. Many more bosses to come, so stay tuned.